Okay, so I noticed a lot of you are struggling with this program. What period is it? And so I'm going to walk through all the steps I think that are necessary in order to solve this. Okay, so right here I have an Ubuntu server. Okay, whoops, that's going to be the wrong username. I have an Ubuntu server that's a fresh, clean install. So you're supposed to be installing or creating this. If you take a look, it says this script should work on regular days as well as Wednesdays. This should be done on your Ubuntu 2 Forever machine, which means we need to install a LAMP server. Okay, so I have mine's not called Ubuntu 2 Forever, but this is a fresh install with nothing done to it. So it's just right out of the gate. You'll notice that right now I have a 10.0 address. If I type in ifconfig and I go to ETH here, it's 10.0.2.15. That means that I'm on a NAT connection, which means it's good right now for me to be able to download stuff. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to type in sudo apt-get update. Okay, make sure that I am able to when I type in sudo apt-get update, that gives me a new, it's called a reciprocity, but basically it updates all the links. And so when I download something, like I download the server and install that, the LAMP server, it's making sure that I'm downloading the newest, most updated LAMP server that there is. So I type that in. Next thing I type in is sudo apt-get install lamp-server caret. Okay, and now let's install the LAMP server. Okay, so again, the whole point of this assignment is we want to write a script that generates a website that tells whoever accesses it what time it is, what period it is, and what time that period ends. Okay, let me type in a password here. Whoops, let me try that again. Okay, so in order to get like a script that generates a website, I need to make sure that I have my LAMP server installed, and then I'm going to want to put the script inside of the sig bin. Okay, we need to make sure the next thing that I'm going to do while this is installing, the next thing that we want to do is we want to actually enable our sig bin. So I noticed a lot of students that were working on this, they forgot to enable their sig bin. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to type all this in. These two commands right here enable the sig bin and allow a script to execute and generate web pages. All right, so I got that. So now I'm going to type in sudo a2enmodcgi, and then I type in sudo service Apache 2 restart, and it's going to restart. Okay, so now I have my LAMP server installed, and I've enabled the sig bin. Okay, now I need to get a 10.5. Actually, I'm going to use my GUI interface for the script, so I want to install the GUI. There was a lab where we had to do that in here. Fun Linux server GUI. I don't know if you guys remember doing this, installing a GUI on Ubuntu 2 server. We want to do the minimal installation. Okay, and I like the Unity, so I'm actually going to do the second one on here. As soon as this loads up, there we go. Whoops. So I make sure again we do the minimal based installation. So, oh man, I hate advertisements. All right, so let's type in sudo apt get install no install RECO recommends Ubuntu desktop. I think that's it. Let me hit enter. Okay, hit Y for yes. All right, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pause the video while this downloads. So, so far, I have downloaded the LAMP server, installed that. Then I enabled the sig bin. Now I'm downloading and installing the GUI interface, and that's going to make it a lot easier to write the script. And I'm going to pause this video right now, and as soon as the GUI interface is installed, I'll resume it. Okay, so now my GUI has been installed, and I'm actually going to type in right in here sudo power off, because I need to switch from a NAT network to a bridge network so that other machines can connect to it. So I'm going to go to my settings, and I'm going to go to network, and I'm going to switch this thing to a bridged adapter. Click OK. Power my machine back on. So now I should be on a bridged adapter so that my host machine and other devices on the network can connect to it. Should have the 10.5 address, and it should now boot into that GUI interface, I think. We'll see if it boots into the GUI interface or not. Good. Booted into the GUI interface. So now I'm going to go ahead and type in my password right there. And now that I have this in a GUI interface, I actually probably want to install guest editions. The only reason I want to do that is to make this a more like usable GUI interface. I don't want to upgrade to the newest version of Ubuntu though server, so I'm going to click Don't Upgrade, and then I click OK. And then so in order to install guest editions, I go to Devices, Install Guest Editions right there. Give it a second. And then I want to hit Run right here. Type in my password. Authenticate. Alright, and let this thing go ahead and install guest editions. Okay. Ooh, looks like it didn't install correctly. That's okay. Alright, so now that I have this installed, let's just open up the terminal. So I think it's Alright, so first thing I want to do is open up my terminal, so I'll hit Control-T to the terminal, and then I actually want to lock that to my launcher so I always have it over there. I'll type in sudo, or I can just type in ifconfig right now. I got a 10.5.68.232, so let's see if that address works. 10.5.68.232. Okay, excellent. So my web server is up and running. So now that I know that my web server is up and running, I want to go to, let me actually, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, move this over here. Now I want to go to my SIGBIN. So that's in sudo/user. Whoops. CD, sorry, slash, I think it's in the USR directory, CD into the lib, CD into the SIGBIN directory, type in ls. Okay, now we don't have a script in here yet, so let's create a new script. I'll call this sudo touch period.cgi. So it'll be like, what period is it? Okay. So now I have ls. So now I've created a script called period.cgi, and I want to make sure that I give rights so that everybody can access this. So that's sudo chmod +x, and then the name of the script. Okay. And now it's turned green, so that means yes, it's good to go. Now I want to edit this script using, I think I'm going to use gedit, so I want to install gedit. So I'm going to type in sudo apt-get install gedit. Looks like it's already installed, which is excellent. So now I'm going to type in sudo gedit and then period, period.cgi. Okay, and it'll open up the script for me. All right, so now I did give you guys a hint of what the script might look like in here, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pause the video right now, and I'm going to go ahead and type this in. Okay, so I'm starting to write the script now. So because this script is going to be written in Bash, I'll do the $! bin bash, and I have a couple variables. I got QTime, time will be a variable that I want to use. So let me put this in here, and then I think that Control copy, paste. Let's just delete that out of there. And then what's my other variable? I'll do day. Day equals, day is going to be actually plus percent lowercase u. Okay, so these are my three variables that I created. Now I want to echo, ECHO, and then I'll do content type is going to be text/HTML. Okay. Copy this. I'm lazy. I like to copy and paste a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is going to be an HTML document. That's what I'm saying there. Okay, and the next part that I want to write in here is going to be the start of the HTML document. So I'll open up the HTML document. Title. We'll call this what period is it? Question mark. Okay. And then let's go ahead and close the title. So I'll delete this stuff right there. So we need to close the title, and let's close the head, and then let's open up the body of the HTML document. All right, and right now I just want to see if this script works. So I'm going to have it say in here, I'm just going to say echo hello, and then I'm going to have this thing close out the HTML document. So I'll echo \body echo \HTML. All right, so I got the, all right, so now let's just save this thing, and then I'm going to open up this over here, and okay, so I got my website. Now I want to go into that, my sig bin, and I want to open up this script. I called it period, per.cgi. All right, excellent. So the title's working. You see, what period is it? Title right here. What period is it? And then I just have mine saying hello, hello. Okay, so that's good. So now I want to see what is actually, make sure that all my variables are working. So I'm going to echo my first queue time. Okay, echo queue time. Let's save that. Actually, I want to echo the variable queue time. So I think I got to put a $sign there. Save. Okay, so it says it's 1:30, and it is actually 1:30. Okay, so queue time's working. Okay, and I want to also make sure my day works. So let's hit save, refresh. So it says today's day is 3, which is Monday is 1, Tuesday is 2, Wednesday is 3. So that means day is working too. My variable day is working. So that's excellent. All right. So so far my script is actually working really well. So I know that like the web page is being generated, and I know that the variables are holding the correct data. So all of that is excellent. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start my if statement in here. Okay, so I'll do if the time is less than, and we'll do 7:45. Okay, and so and the time is greater than, and I got to make sure I got a space here. 7:45 to 8:35. That's going to be first period, right? So go 8:35. Okay, and this is for every day except for Wednesday. So and it is not Wednesday. So not the date. Day does not equal Wednesday. Then we're going to go ahead and then we will echo. We can do H1. That's just the size of the font, heading 1. And I'll go ahead and say it is first period. And I'll go ahead and close that. Okay, and then I can close this if statement by typing fi. Okay. All right, and then let's save this and refresh this. Okay, so nothing's happening. The reasons nothing is happening is because today is Wednesday, so it's not. This is saying if it's not Wednesday, go ahead and do this script. But it is Wednesday, so that it's not going to execute this script. So I want to, I can go ahead and take this. This is for my first period. Now, if it's first period on Wednesday, starts between 8:48 and it ends at 9:27. 9:27. Okay, so I'll go ahead and save this. Whoops. 9:27. There we go. And it was started at what? 8:48. What did I say? Yeah, 8:48. So if the time is between 8:48 and 9:27 on Wednesday, then I wanted to say that. So I'll go ahead and save this. Refresh. Now it's still not displaying anything, but that's all right. That's because it's actually it is 7th period right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these. I have right now, I've created if statements for, so I created if statements for first period. Now I need to create if statements for the rest of the periods. So I'm going to come in here. This is my, I'm going to copy this. Okay, so this is my first period stuff. So now let's go ahead and I'll do second period. So second period on a normal day starts at 8:40, okay, and it goes until 9:25, okay, and that's not on a Wednesday. Okay, on Wednesdays, second period goes from 9:32 all the way until 10:10. Okay, and then I want, it would be, this is for second period. Oh, and I did realize I made a mistake right here. Look on this echo. I forgot to put a little quote, so I need to make sure that I put quotes at the end of all of my things right here. Okay, there we go. That makes these statements good. Okay, so I'll copy this. Okay, now I'm going to make for third period. So this will be for third period. And third period happens to go from, on a normal day, 9:30. So this is not a Wednesday. 9:30 to 10:15. And then on Wednesdays, third period actually goes from 10:15 all the way until 10:54. Okay. All right. So that works. Okay, so now I got third period done. I'm actually going to skip right now to 7th period. 7th period because it's 7th period right now, and I just want to make sure that this works. So I'm going to type in 7th period, 7th period, and 7th period on a regular day is from 12. Whoops. It's from 12:50 to 1:35. Okay. And on Wednesdays, 7th period goes from 1:09 to 1:48. 48. All right. So now let me go ahead and save this. Refresh. Okay, so let me save this and see if the script is working. It is not working. Okay, so the reason that it's not working is because I made a little mistake. It's not actually equals. In Bash, everything's got to be double. Just like and, it's got to be equal, 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 right there. So all of these days, I'm going to make sure I do equal, equal right there. So equal, equal. Let me add equal signs to all of these. Now when I save it, refresh, it is 7th period, which it is 7th period. And it's 7th period on a Wednesday, which would be like a, so it's definitely, this one's working right there. Okay. If it's between 1309 or 109 and 1348 or 148 and the day is 3 and the day is Wednesday, then say it's 7th period. It's 141 right now, and I got the 7th period right there. So you just want to keep going. You know, notice I went from 3rd period to 7th period. You just want to keep going with these scripts in here. And we'd want to do like 4th period, okay, and then change these numbers right in here for 4th period. Okay, and then, you know, you copy this and then enter, enter, paste, change this for 5th period, you know, 5th, enter, enter, paste, and then we do 6th period. Okay, enter, oh, we already got 7th period, I know, because I put 7th period right there, enter, enter. Let's do 8th period next. 8th period. Okay. Enter, enter. And then let's finish this off with 9th period. And then now I got to enter in the times. Okay, so 9th period on a Wednesday starts at 14:36. And then it ends at 3:15, which is 15:15. Okay, 9th period on not Wednesdays starts at 2:30, so that's 14:30, and then it goes until 3:30. Okay, 8th period goes from, if we look at 8th period on Wednesdays, 8th period on Wednesdays goes from 1:53, and it ends on Wednesdays at 2:31. Okay, and then on not Wednesdays, 8th period starts at 1:40 and goes until 2:25. I think that I got that right. Okay, I got my 7th period working in here. 6th period on Wednesdays, because this is Wednesdays. 6th period on Wednesdays, it starts at 12:26 and it goes until 1:04. Okay, and then on every day except for Wednesday, 6th period starts at noon. Okay, and it goes until 12:45. Okay, then we got 5th period right here. So 5th period on Wednesdays, because I'm on 5th period on Wednesdays, is 11:42 to 12:21. Okay, and then we got right here on every day except for Wednesday, we're on 5th period, so it goes from 11:10 to 11:55. 11:55. Okay, and then 4th period on Wednesdays. Fourth period starts at 10:59. Okay, and it goes until 11:37. And then fourth period on, this is not Wednesdays, goes from 10:20 to 11:05. All right, I think that I got third period up here already done. So let me save this. When I refresh, it's still going to be seventh period. That still works fine. But right now, I've generated a script. Excuse me. I've generated a script that tells me what period I'm in. Now, this isn't completely finishing this project. We want a script that generates a website that tells what time it is. My script currently doesn't say what time it is, what period is, and what time the period ends. Okay, so I need my script to broadcast a couple more things. Right now, all that it's taking care of is what period it is. Okay, so this is the only part of the script that's working. I still need to have the script tell the user what time it is and what time the period ends. But yeah, so I would just continue to modify this script and continue to refresh it. Okay, hopefully this video is helpful.